Hi, I'm Mike Zwell. I'm the president of GSAC, the Graduate School Alliance for Education and Coaching. And with me, I have Melvin Smith, the chairman of our board, and also a professor at Case Western Reserve. So welcome, Melvin. Glad to have you here.
Glad to be here. I look forward to talking to you today, Mike.
And I have a few questions for you. First, why don't you start telling me a little bit about you?
Happy to do that. So first of all, I guess I'll start with kind of my basic role. As Mike said, I'm a professor at Case Western Reserve University. I'm in the Department of Organizational Behavior. I also serve as faculty director of executive education. So I spend a lot of time not only in the faculty role doing research on coaching and leadership development, as well as teaching in our degree programs. But I also spend quite a bit of time on the executive education side of the house, designing and delivering programs, including coaching programs for organizations literally all over the world. So that's kind of my role and what I do. By way of background, I haven't always been an academic. I actually started my career on the corporate side of things. Spent about 15 years in the corporate world. Starting out actually as an accountant, then getting an MBA in marketing and spending time in that space in the sales and marketing management world for quite some time. Then decided to kind of leave the corporate world, go back and get a PhD in organizational behavior and human resource management. And upon completing my doctorate was when I joined the faculty here at Case. And then began to do the work that I do now in the area of leadership and leadership development, and more specifically, executive coaching.
Great, that's fascinating. You're moving from one world to another world.
Yeah, that's kind of been my journey. It all makes sense now when I look at it in hindsight and kind of build the threads, but I couldn't have predicted when I started that I would end up where I am now.
Yeah, careers only make sense looking backwards, not forward.
I think you're right.
So why is Case Western Reserve a part of GSAC? Can you give me a sense of that?
Yeah, so we have had our coaching certificate program for quite some time. And we also have a certificate that we offer through our Master's of Organization Development program, a certificate in coaching. And we had chosen never to go through all of the steps necessary to become accredited by ICF for a number of reasons that I won't even get into in terms of specifics. But so we had chosen to kind of just remain independent. Then we did affiliate with CCE, and our program is in alignment with and leads to the Board Certified Coach or BCC credential. But we over time were always looking for a group that was kind of, we felt, our quote unquote tribe, if you will. So there are a lot of coach training programs out there, and we felt that, well, we're a little bit different than that. And then we began to connect with people who were at graduate universities who had coach education programs. And then we became aware of the fact that there was this organization of those types of institutions, GSAEC. And we realized, wow, this is our tribe. These are people who get it. These are people who focus not only on coach training, but coach education. And we really did see and do see that distinction and difference. So we were thrilled to affiliate with this group to kind of be able to learn and share and grow together with a group of like-minded institutions. So that was one of the big factors that drew us to GSAEC.
That's great. Thanks. So that's about the institution. Now, what about Melvin? Why is Melvin involved? Because you've been very involved with the organization now.
Yeah, I have. So initially, my involvement personally was of the members who work on our coaching initiatives, the faculty and researchers. I kind of just decided, hey, look, I'll take the lead on this one. We have a number of things that we're involved in. So we have to divide and conquer at times. So I said, okay, we were all interested in this GSAEC organization and becoming more involved. So I said, okay, I'll take the lead on this one. So just initially I was our spokesperson, if you will, or our representative. After getting involved with the organization, a couple things happened. Ended up deciding or agreeing to take on an office, which got me deeper into the organization, and then a next office, et cetera, all the way up to now where serving as the board chair. But over time, I found that I am involved and stay involved because of the people of GSAEC. I mean, I really enjoy the relationships. We do a lot of work as an organization, and even though time is very limited for most of us, I think we still enjoy the opportunity to come together as a group of leaders trying to advance the cause, if you will. So my personal involvement that continues to this day now is driven largely because of the people who are part of GSAEC and those relationships that have been formed.
And that includes my relationship with you, which I totally appreciate and enjoy, Melvin.
Very terrific. Thank you.
Last question. What's your vision for GSAEC going into the future?
Yeah, so my vision, and we've talked a lot about this as an organization, but in my role as board chair, I try to really think strategically and think about, okay, big picture, what are we trying to do? And so I think personally, and I would say probably collectively as an organization, we see our vision, or I see our vision too, as really having a significant impact on the field of coaching and coach education. And the impact on coaching is we see as our role is influencing that largely through coach education. And again, so one of the things I see us doing is helping the field grow in a way that really values what coach education can bring, as differentiated from purely coach training programs that just tell you what to do and help you learn skills, but really kind of more educates you on kind of the theories and the whys and the hows, as opposed to just the whats, number one. And then number two, helping to advance the field by really being deeply rooted in research and evidence-based practices. So not just teaching the latest model that someone developed or approach that someone thinks is pretty cool for coaching, but really diving into and doing, in many cases, the research to say what matters, what makes a difference, what leads to successful outcomes in coaching, and then rooting the programs that are created, in that evidence, such that you're educating and training coaches on things that we know through evidence make a difference for the people we coach. So helping to shape the field in that way, elevating the standards of the field, and again, really rooting it more than it has been, I think, historically in evidence-based research and outcomes is one of the things I see as a vision for GSAEC.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Melvin. Really appreciate it. And I hope other people get to see this and get to see
Awesome.
What you are. So scholar practitioners we are, and I very much appreciate you. Thank you, Melvin.
All right. Thanks. Great talking to you today, Mike.